Forgetting your date's name can be an embarrassing and anxiety-inducing experience, especially when you're trying to make a good impression. This seemingly simple slip can happen to anyone and is often the result of a combination of psychological, cognitive, and situational factors. Understanding why this happens can help mitigate the embarrassment and improve social interactions in the future. This video explores 10 reasons why you might forget your date's name, shedding light on the underlying causes and offering tips to avoid this common faux pas. 1. Cognitive overload. Cognitive overload occurs when your brain is processing too much information at once. On a date, you're often trying to remember details about your date, manage the conversation, and make a good impression. This overload can make it difficult for your brain to store and recall new information, such as your date's name. 2. Anxiety and nervousness. Anxiety and nervousness can significantly impact your memory. When you're anxious, your body releases stress hormones like cortisol, which can interfere with the brain's ability to form and retrieve memories. This heightened state of arousal can make it challenging to recall your date's name, even if you heard it clearly at the beginning. 3. Lack of focus. Lack of focus can also lead to forgetting names. If you're distracted or not fully paying attention when your date introduces themselves, the information might not be properly encoded into your memory. Distractions can include environmental factors, such as a noisy restaurant, or internal factors, such as worrying about how you look. 4. Similar-sounding names. Similar-sounding names can easily get mixed up in your memory. If your date's name is similar to someone else's name that you know, your brain might confuse the two. This is especially likely if the names share common sounds or syllables. 5. Short-term memory limitations. Short-term memory limitations mean that your brain can only hold a certain amount of information at one time. If your date's name is not transferred from your short-term memory to your long-term memory, it can quickly be forgotten. This is particularly true if the name is not repeated or used frequently during the date. 6. Lack of repetition. Lack of repetition can prevent a name from being cemented in your memory. Repeating the name several times in conversation can help solidify it in your mind. If you only hear the name once and don't use it again, it's more likely to slip away. 7. Overthinking. Overthinking the situation can paradoxically lead to forgetting. If you're overly concerned about making a mistake or trying too hard to remember the name, this increased cognitive effort can actually interfere with memory processes, making it harder to recall the name when needed. Number 8. Inattentional blindness. Inattentional blindness occurs when you're so focused on one aspect of an interaction that you fail to notice another. For example, you might be so preoccupied with the initial impression you're making that you don't fully register your date's name when they say it. 9. Emotional distraction. Emotional distraction can also play a role. If you're experiencing strong emotions, whether excitement, nervousness, or attraction, these feelings can distract your cognitive resources and make it harder to remember details like names. 10. Unfamiliarity with the name. Unfamiliarity with the name can make it harder to remember. If your date's name is uncommon or difficult to pronounce, it might not easily stick in your memory. Names that are outside of your usual experience require more cognitive effort to remember and are more prone to being forgotten. Forgetting your date's name can happen for a variety of reasons, from cognitive overload and anxiety to lack of focus and unfamiliarity with the name. Understanding these reasons can help you develop strategies to improve your memory in social situations. Techniques such as repeating the name, staying focused, and managing anxiety can enhance your ability to remember important details like names, ensuring smoother and more enjoyable interactions.